Zatrzymaj go! Nie daj mu zejść ze statku!
Barowski, with a V.
No, W. Polish. The thing is, Charles, all I know is it is almost certain to be political. And it just so happens that we've, HMG that is, have got a number of rather dicey treaties going through at the moment.
Well, I mean, why can't they handle it themselves down at the docks? They must have had this sort of thing before.
Well, there's no doubt they could. I mean, the obvious thing is
to bung them straight over to immigration, so why don't they do just that?
Well, because this man is asking for asylum, and there is no recognized procedure when a foreign national is asking for asylum.
Thought there was.
No, apparently not. You see, it all depends on, well, just exactly what kind of person he is, if you follow.
No, you just lost me.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
Where?
What kind of person, you said?
Ah, well, that is exactly what I want you to find out. Can you do that?
Oh, probably.
Good. Speed is of the essence.
Is it?
Yes. There is a trade delegation from this man's country in London at this precise moment. Very important meetings going on with the minister all weekend. Now, if this is big, it could be embarrassing for him.
If it got into the newspapers before when?
Next Tuesday. They go home then.
And then it wouldn't be quite so important?
No, it wouldn't. But, well, before he's processed through whatever channels, immigration and so on, we have got to find out as quietly as we can just exactly who or what it is we've got sitting down at the West India docks. We can't have any surprises.
Yeah, we'd have to liaise, I mean, with special branch, intelligence.
Intelligence, I anticipated that. 2 names and 2 numbers.
This man is important.
No, he's not. The circumstances are.
The man and the hour.
Exactly.
I'll send Tucker.
No, Charles, please do this yourself and report to me in person soonest.
In person?
Yes, I'll be here waiting.
I mean, it could take some time.
Well, if I go out, I'll leave a number.
Right, I'll get on with it.
The information is he speaks English.
Ah, well, that helps a bit.
Yes, I thought he might. Soonest, Charles, the minister is understandably a little anxious.
When aren't they?
Their privilege, Charles, ours to serve them and all that. I told the minister I was giving it to you, personally. He showed interest.
Commander Smith. Charlie Barlow. Yes, long time. No business, I'm afraid. Yeah. Can you clear a name for me? Able Seaman Stefan Borowski. No, with a W, actually. The SS Casimir, West India Docks. Yeah, could be using other names. No photograph. Not yet, I'll get you one. Look, if you come up with anything, I'll be down at the docks. Right. Cheers. Tucker!
Or beat sitting on our backsides in the office.
Be friendly with him.
Hey? Oh.
Sit down. My name is Barlow. This is Mr. Tucker.
Oh.
Your papers?
Yes.
Ah, the water.
It's very bad to be parted from book.
Stefan Borowski. Hey, you've been a sailor 15 years.
So, yes, I have 15 years, yes, sir.
Able seaman.
What? So I do many jobs on ship. Oh, yes.
An able seaman is a very different man from an ordinary seaman, Tucker. Very different indeed. He has his badges, his years in. Very different indeed. May I keep this?
No. Please take notes, but not keep. Is for
Bad
sailor.
for sailor to be parted from book.
So.
Take that, please, Mr. Tucker.
Right, sir.
Stefan, may I call you Stefan?
Please, of course.
Now, you're asking for asylum in this country.
Yes.
Why is that?
Political persecution.
Political persecution.
There is much of this in my country. I can no longer live under this...
Oppression.
Oppression. Right, Inspector.
Chief Superintendent.
Tell me about it.
What?
Well, tell me all about it.
So, well, I wait until we are in port of London. And because I can no longer live under this, as you say, oppression, I wait for my opportunity and I come ashore.
No, not that.
I'm sorry.
No. Tell me why you are asking for asylum.
I have this feeling, you see. I am one of those people who see other countries, other cities, free cities, people walk the streets, say what they like, do what they like. This is not so in my country.
Is there a girl?
Girl?
In London? Why, is there a girl waiting for you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Nothing of that sort at all, no, sir.
Why? Don't you like girls?
Oh, yes. Naturally, I like girls. We are all men here, I think. Not as you say, no, there is no girl in London, no, sir.
Married, are you, at home?
Oh, no, sir, there is only my mother.
Tell me more.
I'm sorry.
About political persecution.
You not want to know about ship, how I get away from these people?
Later.
Thank you, Inspector.
Well, it's the only rank he knows.
Thank you. It's very good, very kind indeed. Thank you.
Well, you need some clothes. I'll see if I can get hold of some.
Later.
Yes, sir. Well, your English is very good. How did that come about?
I take lessons at seaman school, and also I'm very many times in England and in America, you see.
Well, don't you like America better than you do England?
Oh, no, sir. I like both, you see.
Yeah, they're a bit different, aren't they?
Well, yes, but different in the same way. Not like my country.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But I have this feeling that I have to do something here, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I have to, you know.
Yeah, right.
So I did it here, today.
Why today?
I'm sorry.
What's so special about today?
Well, no.
I mean, you could have taken shore leave, you could have walked into the nearest police station. No trouble at all. Why jump ship today? With no personal possessions except your papers.
Well, sir, it was not quite like that.
No?
No.
Well, tell us what it was like then.
Well, it is like this. I talk to somebody on ship.
Yeah?
I tell this person my heart, you know.
Who was it?
It was the navigation officer.
An officer? Well, that was a bit risky, wasn't it, talking to an officer?
Well, yes.
But I did not think this person would betray me.
You were friends, like, were you?
That is right, we were friends.
So you reckon that this navigation officer shopped you to the... told the captain, is that what it was like?
No, not the captain, mate, no.
Second mate.
Second mate, that is right. His name is Grabe.
Is he important?
He is life and death.
Well, why do you say that?
Simply, sir, that he is.
Look, if you spoke to someone on the ship about your plans, that was stupid, right?
Yes, right, you bet. I know this now.
So what happened then?
I was told no shore leave and confined to cabin.
Who told you that?
Grabe.
And then?
I was told no shore leave, confined to cabin, and I wait for my chance to... how you say, run of it.
Run for it?
For it, right, yes.
Well, have you been guarded then?
Of course. They do not ask me to, how you say, give my word. This is English way, I know.
Yeah. So they put you in a cabin and locked you in, is that right?
Not locked me and told me to stay in, or worse for me.
Worse for you? How worse for you?
There are no things to do to you.
Do they?
Oh, yes.
Well, this Greb, he...
Grabe is a very bad man, I think.
Yeah, right. So you decided to risk it then?
That is right.
You jumped over the side into the water and swam ashore.
It is not far.
What about them? What did they do? Did they see you go?
They chased me.
All the way here?
I think so.
Well, they must have been keen.
This Grabe is a very bad man, I tell you. If he get his hands on me again, I'll be very sorry, you know.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Borowski, you still haven't told me what you have against the government of your country.
Well, there is oppression.
Any particular kind of oppression?
All of it.
Not one particular kind, particular to you. I mean, forbidden friendships, censored letters, arrest, prison, anything like that at all?
No, nothing like this. I don't understand these things. I am sailor, sir. In England, I feel different person, sir.
When were you last here?
Since 1 year ago, sir.
1 year?
Yes, sir.
For how long?
We were in Port of London 1 week, sir.
1 week?
Yes, sir.
And there's no girl?
No, sir.
Tucker, get him some clothes. Ask Simon any chits.
Right, sir.
Sir? Sir, does this mean I can stay?
Not up to me, Borowski. A lot of people have got to be convinced before that happens.
So, it's not up to you, Inspector?
No, it's not up to me. No, I mean, if you satisfy the immigration people and a lot of other people, they may recommend to the Home Secretary you be considered for asylum.
And for you, that is all there is to it, sir?
That's all there can be to it. I have my duty, I carry it out, and that is all.
That is what Grabe would say, sir.
Is it?
Yes, it is, sir. Exactly what he would say.
Well, this is the best they can do.
I'm in the inspector's office.
Right, sir. Well, you've no idea the trouble I had getting them to part with this. It's only fit for an old duster. But you'll be more comfortable in this than you will in that old blanket.
He does not believe me.
Who, Mr. Barlow? Oh, that's only his way.
Way?
Manner, style, the way he goes on.
You think this is all?
Sure I do, yeah. Anyone that jumps over the side of an old steamer, he can't be kidding, can he?
You think this?
Sure I do, definitely. All the way. Sorry, no shoes. I'll buy you a cheap pair and a jacket as soon as I get a chance.
You will do this for me?
Well, why not? It's down to petty cash.
Petty cash?
Government money.
Ah, so.
Well, I've got to have a word with Mr. Barlow. I'll be back later, but is there anything you want?
No, nothing. I will wait for you.
Eh? Oh, I see, yeah. Well, I'll see you later. So, if you want anything, just shout, eh?
Yes.
Keep smiling. Worst things happen at, yeah. Just keep smiling, eh?
So, tell me.
Well, I think it's genuine, sir.
And?
Well, he's scared.
Yeah.
He jumped in the water, sir.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he wanted to go back.
No.
So I believe what he said, that's all.
You believe he's scared and that he didn't want to go back?
That's right.
Anything you disbelieved?
Well, no.
Nothing?
Well, the bit about the navigation officer, that stuck a bit.
Did it?
Well, mainly because he's a seaman and the navigation officer's an officer, that's all.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, sir, that I don't know how the officer thing works in their country. It shouldn't exist at all, according to their political philosophy.
No.
But I reckon it does. It must do.
Yes?
So that's why it stuck a bit. Perhaps they were friends. Maybe they used to talk a lot. Maybe this navigation officer shared Borowski's views.
Well, he couldn't have, not if he shopped him.
Or maybe Borowski thought he did.
Tucker, I'll tell you what I want you to do. Go down to that ship, have a look. Don't go aboard. Don't talk to any of her people. Just look.
Just look.
And ask questions. Anybody saw, heard the incident?
Well, it's a bit unlikely, sir, isn't it?
Tucker, when anything happens in this world, somebody sees something, somebody hears something, somebody meets somebody connected with the incident.
Are you staying here, sir?
What? No. I've got to nip back to Whitehall to see Mr. Fenton. I'll be back in about an hour or so.
So I'll ring back here if there's anything.
Yes, right.
Right, I'll see you.
Tucker, you liked him?
Well, yes. I thought he had guts.
A lot of people got those. Get me the Home Office, will you? Extension 425. Oh, I thought I was coming to see you.
No, my office is full of people.
Oh?
People very concerned with this particular business.
Ah.
The permanent under-secretary is there at the moment.
Oh, God bless him.
Yes, well, he'd be very happy if that happened, because he's feeling particularly neglected at the moment. Now, tell me about this fellow.
Oh, he's a phony.
What?
He says he's political. I don't believe it.
Oh, what do you believe?
Well, I don't know yet, but... and I'm checking with Special Branch and Intelligence. I doubt if they'll come up with anything.
Well, you sound very certain. One meeting, no corroboration.
Yes.
Was Tucker with you, talking to this man?
Oh, yes.
Does he share your opinion of the man?
No.
He has no reservations?
Some. Not as many as I have them. Can I offer you anything? A drink, something?
No, I'm up to here with dry sherry. Why have you got reservations?
Well, he's a professional seaman, been 15 years in the Mercantile Marine. So? Also, he's conservative. You know, he's into the life. It's part of him.
Yes, well, people do unexpected things.
Some people do.
Not him.
Not after 15 years, not usually. Unless there's a woman.
Is there?
Nope.
We've had an inquiry from his ambassador.
Ah.
By this evening, it will be a complaint. And a complaint is what, at this particular moment, this very week, absolutely nobody wants. So what else have you got to tell me, beyond the fact that you don't think he is a political?
I know he's not that. Why are they so keen to have him back?
I don't know. No, well, I suppose hundreds of non-political people come across the Iron Curtain every year. Most of them wouldn't know the difference between a sun worshipper and a Marxist.
True.
Charles, you couldn't feel it in your bowels that you might be wrong? Cromwell.
Yes, I know. I prefer his other quotation.
Oh, what's that?
I seek a high place to do good in.
Ah, well, you're in a high place. Do some good.
Look, what do you want me to do? Bung him straight over to immigration now?
Oh, good Lord, no. Not until we know who he is and what he is.
That could take time.
Yes, well, you've got until this evening. That's a long time.
All right, I'll let you get back to your sherry and I'll nip back to the docks.
Yes, well, I wish you luck. I await your findings. Do you mind if I borrow your office for a while?
Feel free. Seek a high place to do good in. Where the hell did I read that?
Oh, hello, Fenton here. May I speak with the minister, please? Yes, well, I would disturb him because this is very urgent and he did ask me to talk to him direct. Yes, I hold. Ah, hello, sir. Fenton. Well, it's just an interim report, but I thought you'd like to have the exact situation. Yes, well, nothing definite, but we have hopes. At least, Mr. Barlow has hopes. Ah, yes, I did tell him that tonight is the deadline. Well, he doesn't think he's a political... Yeah, well, he bases that on simply question and answer, but, well, Mr. Barlow is very reliable. Oh, yes, sir, I do see that. Yes. Yes, I do see, sir. I mean, if it's not political, then it does make a difference. Not really our business at all. Yes. Yes, I'll get you my report as soon as possible, right, sir?
I'm sorry to burst on you, sir. I had some information from Mr. Barlow. I thought he might want it urgently, so I came over. I've obviously just missed it.
Yes. Sit down.
Well, if I get down to the car park, sir, I might just catch him up.
Inspector Tucker, do shut the door. Mr. Barlow tells me that you don't agree with him about Borowski. Why don't you agree?
Well, I don't know what Mr. Barlow's told you, do I, sir?
No, well, never mind what he's told me. Tell me what you think.
Well, Mr. Barlow...
I'll tell him that I asked you if that's worrying you.
Well, it is a bit, sir, yes.
Well, don't let it.
Well, Mr. Barlow doesn't think he's a political. Has he told you that?
Yes, he has. And you do think he's a political.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as that, sir.
Well, how far would you go?
Well, I think he's genuine. Political or non-political, I think he's a genuine man. Also, I think he's a very frightened man.
Yes, is that relevant?
Well, it is to him, sir.
But are we concerned with him?
Well, if we're not, we ought to be.
Possibly. Tell me why you think he's genuine.
Well, I've spoken to a lot of men in cells and listened to a lot of moody so often, I reckon I can hear a different note of music when a man's telling the truth, sir.
And you hear this with Borowski?
Most of the time.
Oh, not all of the time.
You never hear it all of the time, sir.
Mr. Barlow doesn't hear it at all. Now, tell me what you think.
When I've been in this business as long as Mr. Barlow, I might not hear it either, sir.
Go on, don't leave it there.
Well, Mr. Barlow goes in like he always goes in suspicious. Now, he's a great interrogator, the best. But he works on the fact that if he has to talk to you, even talk to you, you're guilty. Look, I'm putting this very badly, sir, but he believes nothing, he gives nothing away. It's his style. He keeps his cool, he doesn't lose his temper unless he thinks it's going to help. All that. But this man, Borowski, I may not be in Mr. Barlow's class, but I could be right.
And you say political?
I say he's telling the truth, sir, or something very near to it.
Yeah, thank you, Inspector.
Thank you, sir.
Chief Superintendent Barlow. Oh, yeah. Nothing? Nothing at all? Mm-hmm. Right, thank you.
Any luck, sir?
Well, not to your notice, but we have got until this evening
To do what?
to find out who Stefan Borowski is and why he joined ship. No, his embassy's getting stroppy. Obviously, the captain or somebody's been onto them.
Have they said what they want him to?
No, I asked Fenton if he knew. He said no.
So it is political, then?
Possibly.
Any joy from Special Branch?
No, no, that was intelligence. No, nothing. I'm getting a picture for them later, but I don't think they'll come up with anything.
Talking about Mr. Fenton, sir.
Were we?
Well, I chased after you. I must have just missed you.
Well, you just found me.
Yeah, well, Mr. Fenton asked me some questions. I thought I had to answer them, sir.
Well, naturally.
Well, Mr. Fenton asked me if I thought you were right about Borowski, and I had to tell him I thought you weren't, sir.
I mean, you do think I'm wrong, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, then. Chief Superintendent Barlow. Oh, hello, Jack. Yeah? Nothing. Yeah, right. Well, he'll be going through immigration sooner or later. They'll fill you in with any other details. Yeah. Right, yeah. We'll make it soon. Fine. Special Branch don't know him either.
I'll tell you someone who does, sir.
Who?
The navigation officer on the SS Casimir.
Oh, funny.
You haven't heard it all, sir. It's a woman.
Yeah.
Your lunch, Mr. Barlow.
Thank you. Oh, carry on. Huh?
Finish your tea.
Well, go on, finish your tea.
No, it's okay. You want to talk.
All right. What is the name of the navigation officer on board your ship?
The name?
Yes, the name.
You know. Why you ask me?
Just tell me the name.
Maria Stanislavska.
A woman.
Sure, a woman. Why not? On our ships there are many women doing such jobs.
Yeah. But you didn't say it was a woman you told that you were going to jump ship.
Okay, so I didn't say it.
Why not?
Because I knew you would, how to say, make big thing of it. You say to yourself right away, he's telling these woman things, and so therefore it is more...
More to it, you mean?
He's right, more to it, because you think it is much different, because it is woman I talk to, but not different. On our ship and in our country, not different. She's just like all the rest of us. She's prisoner, you see, and that is all there is to it.
No. Why didn't you tell us it was a woman you told you were going to jump ship?
I have answered.
Yes, I think he has, sir.
It's still curious that he didn't. What else haven't you told us?
Nothing. I give you my word, gentlemen, nothing. I am simply asking you for safety, as a man would run to the church door for safety in my country. I ask that you do not give me back to these people who will tear off my fingernails before they ask me a single question. I know them, sir. I know what they are capable of, at the very least, many years in the labor camps. Here in London, sir, believe me, I have seen you. You know nothing. You know nothing at all of what it is like. You simply do not know. Please, do not send me back, please. I will do anything. Any job, I do not care. I will sweep streets, I do not care. Work in the dirt, in the worst job you can find me, but please do not send me back.
What about your mother?
She's an old woman. They will do nothing to her.
You seem very sure of that.
I am not sure, but I do not think so.
So you have nothing more to tell us?
No.
What were your relations with this woman?
I do not think I have to tell you that.
Mr. Borowski, you are asking for asylum. Now, I've asked you a question you would be wise to answer. I mean, it could help your case.
You would be wise to say.
I was in love with her.
And?
And you are more like Greb all the time.
Why should he ask you the same question?
Why should he?
Did she love you?
She is married. Her husband is on the ships also. I see him sometimes.
So there was nothing physical between you?
I will not answer that.
I'll ask you again.
You can ask all night. I will not answer that, sir.
But she shocked you. I mean, as soon as you told her, she went and told the captain or Greb or both of them.
I don't know for sure.
Well, I mean, who else could have done it? Well, did you talk to anybody else?
No.
You sure?
Perhaps I did at home before we sailed. It is possible.
And yet, on board ship, with this woman you loved, you still decided to escape and ask for asylum in a strange country.
Yes.
Did you tell her you loved her?
Yes.
How did she react to that?
It was hopeless. We both knew it.
Yeah, but couldn't you... There was just no hope, eh?
No.
Did she love you?
Yes. A little. On the ship, yes, she loved me.
But there was no future in it, eh?
No.
So you decided to jump ship?
Yes. I was miserable and nothing else to do.
I think I've seen her. She's very beautiful.
You talked to her, to them?
No.
You are my friend. You are my only friend. Please do not let them send me back.
Well, I'll do what I can. But I don't have the last word.
So, no biggle?
Thank you, Inspector.
Thanks also for the use of your office.
Is there very hospitable here?
Yes, very.
Show me. Well, here I am, Charles. What have you got to tell me?
Look, he's just along the corridor. Why don't you go and see him? Talk to him yourself.
Oh, thank you. I'm a desk man and a paper man. You were for that, so you tell me.
Well, I think we've got to hold him for a while longer.
That is exactly what I didn't want. Something indefinite.
Look, the man is lying. Part of the time. I don't know which part. The only people who know that are on board that ship.
Yes, well, you said something on the telephone about a woman.
And Tucker now tells me that he hinted an affair.
Well, could that be the reason that he jumped ship?
Possibly.
I'd say probably one way or another, sir.
Now, would you? Why?
I've seen her.
Aha. But then you're susceptible.
No, I'm 35 and so is Borowski.
Yes. So, what do we do?
Put him through channels.
We get the complaint from the ambassador.
Live with it.
The minister will be unhappy.
Well, he'll get over it.
Very probably. Oh, I'm very sorry that there is nothing more definite.
Well, there's no way of getting it, unless, of course, you want me to go aboard that ship.
Oh, don't be silly, Charles. Do you want me to do anything immigration?
No, it's right. Tucker can drive him over.
All right. I'll get back to the hive.
Right.
Pity.
Well, what did he expect, honestly?
Miracles.
Him and his ministers, I'd learn.
Yes, I know. Look, collect Borowski, bung him over to immigration. I'm not hanging about here. I'll get you some transport.
No, I've got the car, sir.
All right. Well, I'll phone immigration, tell them to expect you.
What, and go through all this again over there, just because
Yes,
we might be able to save the minister a bit of polite...
Would you shut up, Tucker? No, not... Could you get me immigration, please?
Thanks. I'm sorry about the wellies. The boots. It's the best I can do for now.
Where I go now?
I was just over to immigration. Don't worry, they're not too bad.
Will I stay here?
I think so. They may ask a lot of questions. But they'll let you stay, I reckon.
Okay.
Medium!
For God's sake, what is going on? I now have the Foreign Office on my back. What has happened?
I don't know any more than you do, not yet.
You said that Tucker is on board the SS Casimir. That is an infringement.
Yes, I do know that.
But why the hell doesn't Tucker...
Look, I just had the dock police on. They've got some story about a lot of unnecessary violence being used on Tucker. Now, my instinct is to do something ourselves.
Oh, like what?
Like getting on board that ship and sort them out.
Absolutely not, Charles. There's to be no action of that kind.
Now, look, my inspector's on board that ship. You put me in charge of the investigation of this man, and I demand that
Charles,
I be
you
allowed
are in a position to demand nothing, and if you persist in that line, I'll recommend to the police commissioner to have you taken off the case altogether.
You do that?
Yes, I would, without hesitation. Because whatever happened to Tucker happened, as far as I can see, because he lost his head.
How do you know
He
that?
has only himself to blame for what's happened to him. He has no jurisdiction on that ship, nor do you, and HMG want to hear no more of it. We just want Tucker off that ship, without fuss, without publicity.
And the whole thing forgotten?
In a word, yes.
Is that an order?
Yes, it is.
Very well.
Charles, wait a minute. I'm coming with you.
Oh, good. I may need a witness. Are you coming aboard, sir?
Why not? I do speak some French.
I think these people only speak one language. Let me talk it, all right?
As you wish.
I am Chief Superintendent Barlow. I have with me Mr. Fenton from the Home Office. I want to see your captain.
Sit down, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I will stand, sir.
But of course.
Well, this is an unfortunate business, Captain. Has your embassy spoken to you?
Yes, they have sent message to expect you.
Oh, good. They're as anxious as we are to clear up this misunderstanding.
Good, well, then there is no trouble here.
Excellent.
I demand the release of Inspector Tucker now.
But of course. I'm afraid Your man is not in good condition. My own men had to restrain him.
He was most violent. That was not correct. It was not correct to abduct a man asking for asylum. This man is wanted for crime in his own country. What crime?
Oh, Charles, everything is settled. Let's get Tucker off the ship and go home.
Yes, I advise that. We are most unhappy with your Tucker.
You've just mentioned a crime. Civil one, was it? Not a naval one for desertion or something.
I have nothing more to add. He will be tried and receive justice.
Will he, sir?
All what he's entitled to. He is animal.
Sir, the charge against the seaman is rape.
Rape?
Charles, it doesn't...
When did this crime occur, sir? 1 week ago. At sea, aboard ship. So, he is under the laws of our country.
Who did he rape, sir?
We owe you no explanation. Nothing.
Who?
A woman officer.
Maria Stanislaska.
Yes.
May I speak with her, sir?
No.
Follow me, please.
Thank you, sir.
There's not Inspector Barlow.
I've been talking to Stefan Borowski. He says he loves you. Would you love him? May I? Did you have an affair with him?
He wanted me to.
But did you? You're married, is that right?
Yes.
And your husband is an officer on another ship.
Yes.
So if he found out he would
There
be
is
angry,
nothing
he
to
might
find.
leave.
I tell you
And
this
if he did, you'd be sad? Desolate?
Yes.
He loves you.
He says he does.
Then he may not leave you.
No. What I am saying is that I will tell nobody that I make love with this man, this sailor, because it is not true. He forced me. I did not want to make love with him.
Ah, but it happened.
Yes, it happened. He forced himself upon me.
Well, some people say there's no such thing as rape.
It was.
Are you sure?
Of course I am sure.
Because you see, if you gave way to his love for even a moment, then he's not guilty.
I am telling you the truth.
Oh, I know it'd be convenient if your husband came to believe that.
No, it is true. It is true.
Is it, Maria? Because if it isn't, you're taking a very great advantage of a man who has no friends, who will need every help.
This must stop.
I finished. Maria will tell you the truth.
We know the truth. She has already told us. I charged her with it, and she told us.
She will tell it to you in your courts when the time comes. At least I hope she will. Let's get Tucker off this ship, Mr. Fenton.
Yes, at once. Get off at once, please. Pravda. Parmientai.
Mr. Greb, are you some kind of policeman? Because if you are, you're a disgrace.
Looks as if she's making up steam.
Good riddance and all. Do you think he did rape her?
Well, she's the only one who knows. I don't think so.
Will she tell the truth?
I hope so.
Zatrzymaj! Nie daj mu zejść ze statku!
Barofsky, with a V.
No, W. Polish. The thing is, Charles, all I know is it is almost certain to be political. And it just so happens that HMG that is, have got a number of rather dicey treaties going through at the moment.
Well, I mean, why can't they handle it themselves down at the docks? They must have had this sort of thing.
Oh, so I do many jobs on ship. Oh, yes.
Hmm. An able seaman's a very different man from an ordinary seaman, Tucker. Very different indeed. He has his badges, his years in. Very different indeed. May I keep this?
No. Please take notes, but not keep. Is for
Bad
sailor.
For sailor to be parted from books.
So.
Take notes, please, Mr. Tucker.
Right, sir.
Stefan, may I call you Stefan?
Please, of course.
Now, you're asking for asylum in this country.
Yes.
Why is that?
Political persecution.
Political persecution?
There is much of this in my country.
Mm-hmm.
I can no longer live under this...
oppression?
Oh, oppression. Right, Inspector.
Chief Superintendent.
Tell me about it.
What?
Well, tell me all about it.
So, well, I wait until we are in port of London. And because I can no longer live under this, as you say, oppression, I wait for my opportunity and I come ashore.
No, not that.
I'm sorry.
No. Tell me why you are asking for asylum.
I have this feeling. You see, I am one of those people who see other countries, other cities, free cities, people walk the streets, say what they like, do what they like. This is not so in my country.
Is there a girl?
Girl?
In London? Is there a girl waiting for you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Nothing of that sort at all, no, sir.
Why? Don't you like girls? Commander Smith. Charlie Barlow. Yes, long time. No business, I'm afraid. Yeah. Can you clear a name for me? Able seaman Stefan Borowski. No, with a W, actually. The SS Casimir, West Indian Docks. Yeah, could be using other names. No photograph. Not yet, I'll get you one. Look, if you come up with anything, I'll be down at the docks. Right. Cheers. Tucker!
Oh, Pete's sitting on our backsides in the office.
Be friendly with him.
Hey? Oh.
Sit down. My name is Barlow. This is Mr. Tucker.
Oh.
Your papers?
Yes.
The water.
It's very bad to be parted from book.
Stefan Borowski. Hey, you've been a sailor 15 years.
So, yes, I have 15 years, yes, sir.
Able seaman.
Why?
Thing before?
Well, isn't it how they could? I mean, the obvious thing is
to bung him straight over to immigration, so why don't they do just that?
Well, because this man is asking for asylum, and there is no recognized procedure when a foreign national is asking for asylum.
Thought there was.
No, apparently not. You see, it all depends on, well, just exactly what kind of person he is, if you follow.
No, you just lost me.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
Where?
What kind of person, you said?
Well, that is exactly what I want you to find out. Can you do that?
Oh, probably.
Good. Speed is of the essence.
Is it?
Yes. There is a trade delegation from this man's country in London at this precise moment. Very important meetings going on with the minister all weekend. Now, if this is big, it could be embarrassing for him.
If it got into the newspapers before when?
Next Tuesday. They go home then.
And then it wouldn't be quite so important.
No, it wouldn't, but, well, before he's processed through whatever channels, immigration and so on, we have got to find out as quietly as we can just exactly who or what it is we've got sitting down at the West India docks. We can't have any surprises.
Yeah, we'd have to liaise, I mean, with Special Branch, Intelligence.
Intelligence, I anticipated that. 2 names and 2 numbers.
This man is important.
No, he's not. The circumstances are.
The man and the hour.
Exactly.
I'll send Tucker.
No, Charles, please do this yourself and report to me in person soonest.
In person?
Yes, I'll be here waiting.
I mean, it could take some time.
Well, if I go out, I'll leave a number.
Right, I'll get on with it.
The information is he speaks English.
Ah, well, that helps a bit.
Yes, I thought he might. Soonest, Charles, the minister is understandably a little anxious.
When aren't they?
Their privilege, Charles, ours to serve them and all that. I told the minister I was giving it to you, personally. He showed interest.